Persons with Disabilities Bill was passed in the Parliament, which will come into force soon. However, despite the old laws being in place for over 20 years, to promote, protect and ensure the full and equal enjoyment of all human rights and fundamental freedoms by all persons with disabilities, and to promote respect for their inherent dignity, the truth, plain and simple, is that people with disabilities in Nagaland continue to live in isolation, being denied even basic rights such as accessibility. We are not equal citizens. As the situation stands, we are second-class citizens whom Nagaland seems to consider not worth having a life. Some of you may have seen me struggling up the steps to attend this meeting. This is nothing new. It is the same everywhere. If a person with disability wants to do anything here in the state, he or she must suffer all kinds of indignity and humiliation. Though the law has for over 20 years said that all public buildings and public spaces must be made accessible so that people with various kinds of disabilities can participate in the life of the society as equal citizens. Obviously, it has not made any impact here in our state, as it has not been implemented at all. As I said, we are not equal citizens in Nagaland, in spite of the law saying that we are. People with disabilities represent the most excluded of all groups in Naga society. They are completely missing from the development landscape. Majority of children with disabilities cannot attend school. Most adults with disabilities are unable to participate in community activities such as meetings, community programs and functions, festivals and religious services. They have no access to the labor market and encounter serious obstacles and discrimination in seeking employment and income-generating activities. This exclusion, of course, extends to the election process. The UN Convention of the Rights of Persons with Disability, of which India is the signatory, lays down that state parties shall ensure that persons with disabilities can effectively and fully participate in political and public life on an equal basis with others, directly or through freely chosen representatives, including the right and opportunity for persons with disabilities to vote and to be elected. I think it would be fair to say that over the years, through various election cycles in the state, little or no attempt has been made to ensure the right of people living with disabilities to exercise their franchise. The EC, the Election Commission, in recent years has made facilities for persons with disabilities in the election process a priority, and we are happy and encouraged to note that the Chief Electoral Officer and his team has also made participation of persons with disability an important part of the process in the state. Voters with disabilities have been an invisible minority to the election department, political parties and the public in general for a very long time. I hope this will change now. If we want to take voting rights seriously and ensure this right for every single person, we cannot ignore voters with disabilities. One point to note is also that if the election machinery takes inclusion of people with disabilities seriously, it will have the parallel effect of creating more awareness among the